Would you rather be extremely intelligent, have your mind filled up with knowledge from all sorts of places, or would you rather be extremely wise, which means you might not know everything, but you do know the right things? You know the right thing to say at the right time. You know the right action to take and which actions not to take to live the best life possible for you. Not for anybody else, but for you. I used to always want to know everything. I thought that the more that I know, the better life I can live. And I can also help other people live a really, really good life by just knowing so much. I started that pursuit when I was like 18 years old. And I did it all the way up until about almost 25 years old. And I realized at one point in time, there was this video I was going to watch. I don't want to say the name of it, but it was like this 4 hour long video on like ancient knowledge and pyramids and sound vibrations and all that. And I said to myself, I've been doing this for years and I'm still not sure about anything at all. When will it stop? Like, when will I get to the point where I feel like I know enough to go out and live life for real? And it made me have a wake up call. Like, I haven't really been living life, I've been preparing for life. I've been gathering data so that I understand life well enough to go out and live life. Do you know what I'm saying? So once I realized that, I said, there's got to be an answer. There's got to be something it's like it's one thing that is true above all things. And I don't need to learn all this knowledge because knowledge is infinite. I'll never learn it all. The reason why is because as a human, I'm limited. My mind is limited. My brain is limited. And I'll never be able to gain all the knowledge in the world. So it's got to be something that is bigger than me. I didn't know what the answer was. So what I decided was, okay, I need to pick a direction in life or else I'm going to be in the middle my whole life. I'm going to be in between as long as I exist. So I said, whatever this direction is, it can't just be focused on money. It can't just be solely career based. Whatever it is, it can't just be love based. Like, I just need to focus solely on finding my wife. It's got to be one thing, and it's got to be a holistic approach that spreads this positive energy across all areas of my life. And I just couldn't get away from the answer, God. So at first I was like, yo, I don't know about all that, but I'll test it out. And the more that I started to learn about God, and the more that I started to learn about the principles of following God, which is Christianity, the more I started to realize that God is the most holistic approach to life that I've ever discovered. And for the logical part of me, it makes the most sense because now I think about it as this. I imagine, I'm not saying this is what God is, but I imagine God as this warehouse of infinite intelligence, and then I'm a human. And at any point in time that I need to say the right thing or take the right action and avoid the wrong action, I call the Holy Spirit into my body, and the Holy Spirit guides me left or right or straight, and it speaks through me. Now, for anybody who thinks that that's crazy or woo or that doesn't happen, for example, there's a man who acts a certain way. He goes to work, he's kind, he takes care of his family. But when he drinks alcohol, he changes into a completely different person. And he gets violent and he starts hitting his wife and he starts yelling at his kids. Why does that happen? For you that want to say, oh, it's the chemicals that's making him do that, how come not everyone does that? How come some men drink alcohol and they start laughing and they start hugging each other and loving on each other? Like, that's how I am. If I were to drink, I just love everybody and I become more social. So it's not the same. It's not consistent. What's really happening there is this man is being possessed by a spirit. This man is being possessed by demons. He's being possessed by something supernatural and it's not from God. But the problem is that in this world, alcohol and drinking has become so socially accepted that it's normal to us. Why do you think they're called wines and spirits? So, the same way that people get possessed by drugs and alcohol, it's the same way that we can get possessed by God, the Holy Spirit, the creator of this universe and the creator of each and every one of us. And the Holy Spirit is goodness and the Holy Spirit is truth. Anything that's not of the Holy Spirit and not of God is from Satan. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, you can have extreme knowledge, you can have money, wealth, power, but that doesn't mean that you have life. Why do you think so many rich people kill themselves? That can't be the answer. Why do you think there's so many people that have all these women and they kill themselves? That can't be the answer. What do you think is more important? Being extremely intelligent or being wise? It's your choice. God gave us free will. It's your choice.